in the middle of the week and I'm not doing something, and all of a sudden someone else is on that wavelength, and then you guys can like text back and forth like, check out this band.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I love that shit. I love that.
Same.
When it's off.
Lauren and I get in those where all of a sudden Lauren and I will have a thread going, and then I drop off. Cause
like today, I could feel that from Gregor. Like he sent me some stuff, and I was like, all I could do was just be like, dude, that's awesome. Like, I saw it, like I glanced over it, and was like,
I think also the problem is
but I could tell that he's in a wavelength of like, he's chilling.
Like, let's talk.
He probably smoked a joint, and he's like, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna play some drums.
That's really fair. Because there's
and
times...
I'm on a roof going like scanning real quick because my phone went off.
There's times where I smoke a joint and then I start texting everyone.
That's fair.
And so that's what happens. I think we have too many friends.
Oh, is that us? We're
well,
so popular.
I know. But then here's the downfall, though, is that we have too many friends to reach out to, too many family members. But then my anxiety makes me want to say... recluse so hard, and then my anxiety at nighttime, because I didn't reach out to anyone, my anxiety at night will say, you're gonna be alone at 80, and then I just sit there and want to cry, and that's like, it's the worst fucking thing.
That's crazy,
and it's awful.
Well, that's what anxiety is. It's fear, or it's stress of what's to come, the future.
Oh, I constantly think like you're gonna die, and then I'm just gonna be alone, and no one's ever gonna reach out to me, and then my dogs will eat my face.
Oh, that's nice. I always fear that I'm never gonna be happy, and I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh God, that's dreadful. I don't think I would ever kill myself. I think I would.
Normal talk.
I think I would 100%. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. However, I don't want to be alone, and I don't want to have no friends. That's all I want.
Please love me.
I just want acceptance. And that's the other thing, too.
We're so damaged.
If someone doesn't compliment me on something that I'm doing at least once a day, I'm really, really hard on myself.
Well, this day was fucked.
Exactly. But if someone were to say, Amanda, you look great today, or Amanda, you smell nice, or something, just like, Amanda, I really appreciate your email, I feel successful that day. My success is 100% weight on other people. I'm a disaster. And I'm 30. I'm going to be 31 in a month. In a month. September 1st is Tuesday, and my birthday is a month away. No, I'm 31.
In our 30s.
Bitch, I turned 30 last year.
Okay, you're 40 now. Whatever.
I hate you. Either way.
It's all good.
The fact of how much acceptance I still need to make my day a successful day is very disturbing at 31.
A lot of people... Here's what's more...
I want to be the girl that degaffs.
I understand that.
I want to be a degaffer.
I don't want to degaff a fuck.
Let me not give a fuck.
So, here's what's worse.
What?
People feel that way, and then they bury it, and they pretend like it doesn't happen, and they're like, no, I don't need that. I'm fine.
That is fair. I do always talk to people, and I'll like.
You embrace the feeling, and you at least you reflect on it. I
acknowledge it.
You reflect on it. It's all good.
I acknowledge the situation is there. I also acknowledge that I haven't been working out as much and getting some of my rage out, so that's also part of it. Because I do have high levels of estrogen. I know this. I know that naturally my body wants to cry and bleed all the time. That's just who I am. If I could bleed 24/7 and cry 24/7, I'd be so healthy.
Jesus Christ.
I just like...
Sounds like a prison camp.
I know. There's so much that goes on in my body. I have so much pain for so many people that I don't even know. And then I add the pain of people that I do know. And then I add the enjoyment of the people I know. I add enjoyment of other people I don't know. It's just there's so many emotions that go into my body and don't leave.
And I think here's where this is. I think this. I'm figuring this out. This is why we work.
When we met, I used to cry at least once a week.
Oh yeah.
I would have one day where I'd watch a really sad movie and
You're
cry.
Like, I have to cry. And
I have to.
Whatever.
I would have to, and I need to go back to that. That was a very strong structure in my life. of me sitting with a movie and just crying. It's very good for me. It's it's a therapeutic moment. It's meditation for me.
You're
it's
so
crying.
empathic. It's crazy.
It hurts. It hurts so much.
And I honestly think I have I have empathy for sure.
Yeah, you definitely do. For me.
But it's low. Like I'm more megalomaniac. Like I'm more self-involved for 100%.
Sure.
Like
you're very
I'm so self-involved.
You can't have a problem if you haven't exhausted all other things that can fix the problem. That's you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like you want someone to exhaust every outlet possible until they say they have a problem. Me, if you tell me you have a problem, I hurt so much inside that I get mad at you. Like
you've got a Mexican mother.
My instant reaction is to be like, "What the fuck did you do to yourself to do this right now in this time?"
Chew.
But in my head, I want to cry, and I'm thinking about how possibly you could have a huge tumor somewhere and you're dying. That's what I'm thinking.
And I'm more worried about my image.
So fucked.
And,
I am
like being loved by the world before I die.
And I just want to be loved by like people. It doesn't matter who you are.
And not just necessarily being loved. Like I want to make such a huge difference that, and that's what it is. I want to be godlike.
You're weird.
But I'm too lazy to do it.
See, I just want acceptance everywhere, and I feel like I try so fucking hard to get it. Like, I just want people to be like, good job.
Oh.
I want gold stars. I want people to say that I've done a good job. Otherwise, I have not done a good job. And I am like a dog. I need to beat myself.
You want mommy and daddy of the world to love you.
Yes. I need someone to tell me that I've done something good.
Yeah. And I just want mommy and daddy of the world to say that I was a good boy and I did a good job. Mm-hmm. No.
Oh, your butthole's so open right now.
Jesus. You get to poop?
No, he pooped when we were outside earlier.
Gross.
It was just like really gaping.
Why do you always
now?
Stare at their buttholes?
Okay. So
you're like a fortune teller with our dog's assholes. You're like, oh, Bonnie, that crease means he's sad.
Bonnie, I literally, I do.
He's got 22 wrinkles.
I even watched Crickets the other day with Aunt Julie, and I was like, it's winking. And she was like, it is. And then she was like, why do you know that? And I don't know why. Sometimes like
happy.
Cricket will get like a little white. This is so gross. If anyone's eating, stop listening right now. If you're not, or if you're fine with it, then just continue.
And just drizzle it on your food.
Here's what's gross about that drizzle word that you just used is that sometimes Cricket will have like a little bit of like secretion.
Yeah, of his pee-pees?
Like, no, out of his butthole.
Oh, his glands.
Yeah, his glands get kind of wet. Ugh. And then if he barks, it like does this like shiny weird thing. And then that's when I'm like, you have to shit. And I know it, and I usually let him out and he shits.
Fair.
Pony will have his butthole just like flexes.
Yeah.
And then in a walk, it gets kind of bulgy. And then usually he has to poop right after it gets bulgy. I really do. I watch their buttholes all the time.
Yeah.
It's hard not to. Their tails are up all day.
Do you remember Miss Cleo on like the late night?
Yeah.
She'd read, I'm going to read your fortune.
Yeah, I'm going to read your butthole.
Yeah.
Come here, let me read your butthole.
Come here, son.
Come here, let me read your butthole.
Irish. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't know what mine is either.
What was she, Jamaican? She was supposed to be Jamaican. I think she was from Queens, by the way.
Hi. Oh.
Cleo gonna tell you what is good for you. Your butthole is sad.
Yeah, Pony does have a sad butthole.
Oh, you got a tad butthole.
But yeah, so I mean, anxiety is a hell of a drug. It comes from all over the place.
Yeah.
I think we all have it, regardless if we would like to admit that we have it.
Yeah, and if you're suffering from depression, join the club.
It's true.
Join the club.
I mean, I just have too many feelings.
Yeah.
And I love way too hard. And all I want to do is when I see a homeless person, I want to hug them. That's my first initial reaction.
Yeah.
And then my second reaction is to find out why they are the way they are. And then I want to fix them. I just want to enable and fix people all day long. I want to be really codependent with people is what my thing is.
Yeah, and I just internalize and go, God, I never want to be there.
Mm-hmm. And that's fair. That's a 100% normal reaction, and I wish I had that. But I'll probably die of cancer, and you'll die of heart disease. Sweet. Or no, I'll die of heart disease. You'll die of cancer.
Yeah, heart disease.
Right?
Yeah.
Because my heart hurts all the time.
Yeah,
so my heart
it's literally based off of, they've done studies on this, like, they say chakras.
My health teacher was like, if you're a very empathetic and emotional person, you'll probably die of heart disease.
People that are very sexually driven, like who have sexual addictions, typically get sexual diseases. Like obviously STDs, but you'll get like cancers in your
prostate. And
your testicular,
or your ovaries.
Yeah,
wherever there's a lot of energy.
Yeah, wherever your energy flows, wherever your focus goes, energy flows.
Yep.
So.
I get it. Well, on that note, y'all, don't think about what you did in the past. Don't think about the future. Just live in the present.
You have to live in the now.
Can't do that.
No, but seriously, appreciate what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Find those moments.
There is a lot of good. And if I will say, this was another thing that someone had mentioned. If, I don't know the person who said it, but I agree with them, is, if there's a silver lining of Trump, I'm butchering this, but if there's a silver lining of Trump, it's how much he's basically, what's that word? How transparent he's made the system. So he's made it very obvious
what can be done, what couldn't be done. Yeah.
We don't need sides. The things that have been done with both parties involved.
Yeah.
There's not a side. It's
the presidents have a lot more power than we thought.
At this point, it's literally just about being a good person. And if we can just put a better person in that seat, that would be awesome. And then in 4 years, I pray to God that we have a different candidate than Bernie Sanders or Hillary. And that would be cool. And anyone that's ran before then, I would just like some new fucking faces.
Yeah.
That's all. So that's where my anger comes from. And I'll leave it at that. I don't know where my message was going.
Normal talk.
All I have to say is that there's a better future than what we're doing right now. And I do appreciate Trump for the things that he's made transparent. I don't appreciate him for the way he handles things. Or talks. And that's that.
Whatever your dragon is, slay it.
Yeah, that's good.
Eat your beans. I love you.
This podcast is a fucking mess. It's a mess.
I got fucking allergies.
I do too. I'm actually stuffy. But I see, that's the difference between me and you, is that you can blow your nose and a bunch of shit comes out. I blow my nose and nothing comes out.
Oh, that's what you think. I blow my nose 1,000 times and it's still stuffed up.
Yeah, but stuff still comes out.
It's true. At least I get to come out of my nose every time.
That's what she said. I come out of my nose all day. Just fucking...
Oh.